Hi friends, welcome to my channel Happy Learning. And today it is an interesting video that I have worked on and I wanted to show all of you. And it's all about how to deal with challenging client or customer, especially those who always says, make me feel special or important. You will have most of the clients like or customers like that. So what we will understand at the end of this video is how can we tackle challenging customers through a small behavioral, I should not say it's a behavioral theory, but yes, it is a behavioral theory. We'll talk about that and understand basis that how can we take care of our customer. And while we are doing that, these are some of the topics that we will be covering. We will understand who all are challenging customers. We will understand the types of challenging customer. We will know what exactly is transactional analysis, and under transactional analysis you will also get to know uh, the adult challenging to adult ego, and there is a method that I will be sharing with you that will help you to take care of the challenging customers that you have. So once again, happy learning. I would urge you to just understand, and if you have any question, please write on the comment box, and I'll get back to you with the solution or answer to it. So what we will be doing is we'll understand first who all are challenging customers. So I will show you some pictures, and you just simply have to name them. Okay, so let's play this quickly. So what's her name? I'm sorry, because I think that it is something that you have to just see the expression on her face and name her. Isn't she? She is an aggressive customer, aggressive alia. Alright, so we do come across such customers who always impolite to us, who speak rude to us, who at times abuses us, right? And what do you think about this guy? Okay, so I think he knows a lot of things. Okay, so you have such customers too who comes with a lot of Google knowledge and thinks that they know everything. Yeah, I name them I know it all Nikki. And let's see what we have here. Okay, she is telling me not to speak. That means she is Lily and she will not listen to anyone. What about this guy? Oh my god, he has. I see a pop up on that he's carrying, and it says, please contact support. Looks like he has been redirected several times. So, yeah, he is upset to Pendra. And this guy has such delicious salad on his plate. Still, he's complaining. Oh, right, I already hinted you. It's complaining card. Let's look at this one. What do you think about him? Okay, so this is something who makes sure that you are quiet when you are speaking to him. So he is the one who will be talking. So here we have talkative Tom. And who is this? This is us. At times we don't understand what we have to do with this type of customers. Don't know what to do. Alright, so but don't worry. I will make sure that you at least understand how they behave, why they behave, and what is that we can do from our side. So we will now talk about transactional analysis. So this is the analysis which was given by Eric Byrne, and he said, every individual has three egos. So I'm making sure that the video there is a book written on this, and I'm just getting few parts and few things from that video and implementing on this. Okay, So what he says, everyone has three egos, all right? So in me or in you, you have a parent, you have an adult in you, and you have a child also in you. So these are the three ego states which every personality or every individual has. So let me just give you an example. Uh, at times when your mom is not there at home, what do? You do take care of your kid. I'm sorry, you do take care of your younger sister or brother as if you are their parent, right? Why do you do that? Because even if you leave a 5 year old kid in home alone, and with a 2 year kid, that 5 year kid makes sure that there is no the other kid, the younger one, is safe. So he's behaving like, in this situation, this kid is behaving like a parent. All right, and let's stick to the same example. And the same 5 year old kid, in front of his mother or father, all right, what does he do? He asks for chocolate. He cribs for chocolate. He makes sure that he will cry for chocolate, and he shows all the tantrums to uh, his or her parent. Why? Because this 5 year old kid is now in child phase. And adult phase, yes, when he uses his own brain, and when this 5 year old kid uses his own ideas and implements it. So let's take an example for a kid. You will see a lot of kids are very creative, right? So what do? They try and explore things. All right. So let's understand what does this mean. So this three egos, parent, adult, and child, is irrespective of the age. All right. Even if a 50-year or a 60-year-old man or a woman can have these three egos. Okay. So I hope you have got little bit clear idea about this. Okay. So let's understand it more. Let's understand this three ego more. So parent, so don't get confused with the picture that I have put in here. All right. So whenever you see that you are in a parent ego, how will you react? Okay, so I have put in some pointers here, some qualities here, which will help you to understand more when you act like a parent, when you are in your parent ego. So, what does parent do? They seek to enforce borrowed standard and external events. What does this mean? So, what do? They make sure that whatever they have learned from their parents and whatever they have heard, they will they think that this is something which is right. Okay, this is what they do. They are judgmental. I'm not saying that these qualities are incorrect or should not have it, but these are some of the qualities. Okay, I'm just highlighting those. It has nothing to do with bad or good. So judgmental, yes, they are judgmental. They judge people by their look most of the time. I'm just giving a generic example. They judge things. Okay, they create a picture in their mind. Why? Because they have seen something like that in the past, and then they think that this is how it is and this is how it will be, without even understanding the actual things. Okay, so life as it was taught and demonstrated to them. So you will come across people saying life is a struggle. Why? Because their parent have told them life is a struggle. And you will see, or someone else has told them. So they have nothing that they have learned from themselves. They take responses without editing it. That's what I meant by giving you the last example. They simply take everything from anyone. Parent ego imposes don't in others. They will always tell you, don't do that. Okay, it can be for our good and it can be for their good, but they will still impose don'ts on others. Okay, they are caring, they have experiences, and of course, their experiences are helpful. So these are certain qualities, and again, I'm telling you these are not good and bad. I'm not defining them into or categorizing them into good or bad qualities, but I'm just telling you these are some types of characteristics that they have, and all the characteristics of parent ego is what is being taught to them. So that means taught concept, whatever they have learned from others. Okay, all right. So how? Okay, we have a child here. So how do a child react? Yes, the child reacts through feeling. So child is felt concept. Child ego means felt concept. So what does it say? Responses are through feelings. Okay. So if someone will not invite some relatives, they will get angry and they will get upset and they will not talk. So they are acting like a child, right? At least in my family. And then they are moody. Life as felt it or wished it to them. So we have some customers. They think that in 10 rupees they will get everything, which they can get. There are customers who think everything should be free for everything should that they should get is for free. Sometimes very impatient. Yes, you would come across such customers too, and and at times when you behave impatiently, you are in child phase. Not every time, but this is how transactional analysis defines the ego. Okay, will not be listening. All right, and will be very talkative. All right, and always complaining. So this is one of the three important thing, because they are feeling like they want to talk, they feel that they don't want to listen. Okay, and yes, there are some positive about this ego as well. They are creative, curious, and desire to explore. So if you go back to the picture, that photos of these customers, okay, so what do you think, how many of them are in child ego? Okay, is she responding through feelings? Okay, yes, she's in child phase. He has learned something from Google, not by his own experience, or someone has told him. Or experience can be something that from their parents have learned, but they think that every time, if this is a situation, the result will be the same. Okay, so they don't try and experiment because they think that every time for any specific situation result will be the same, but most of the time it's not the case, and at least in the customer service industry. Okay, so Lily will not listen in child phase. Upset, I did not get the chocolate. I asked daddy, and I asked then mommy, and then I asked my grandma, still I didn't get the chocolate. Oh, I have such a beautiful toy, I'm still complaining about it. And you just shut up and listen to me. So these are again in child phase, child ego, I would say. So I guess by now you would have understood what are we saying. Okay, we are saying that most of the customer who comes and with whom we deal are either in child phase or in parent. Okay, so why it is important uh, to become an adult? Okay, because adults have concept of thinking. They think. Okay, they don't go by others experience like parents do. They don't just depends on the emotions and feelings, but but like but adults they think and then they decide. So so what do? They build their own awareness about any product and any services, or about any experience and situation. They are more clear with the problem. They are principally concerned with transforming piece of stimuli into into an information. So yes, what do? They go ahead and any action that they see, any experience that they have, they try to transform that into an information and they keep it in their memory. They validate every information. So you will have some customers who will ask, send me an email, I want a document, I want a SMS. So these are the adult customers. And the best part is they will be ready to listen. And once someone is ready to listen, half of your problem is gone. Why? Because when someone is not at all ready to listen, he will never understand what we have, why we are not able to help, why we are not able to take care of the problem that the customer has. So of course, what do? After experience, they decide what is wrong and what is right, unlike parent ego, right? So, pretty much what I wanted to say here is when all our customers are in these egos, we have to move them to adult ego, all right? So, why adult? Okay, so let's understand um, why adult. Okay, first, if a person is in parent ego, okay, they create image, always they create an image of organization as it is being told to them. So they, what do? They believe on others experience, they don't themselves experience it. And then we have child, they create the image of organization as per what they feel. So what do? Okay, this is what I want. This is the service that I should be getting in 100 rupees, and this company hasn't given me. But they don't understand. In 100 rupees, you will get this much product or this much service, specific amount of product or limited services, let's say. And what they want? They want product and services what they have wished for. Okay, there are companies who caters to personalized experiences to the customers, but we have to also consider at times it becomes very important to have control over the customer. I'm not saying be harsh on the customer, but I'm saying that take care of the customer in a way that they also should be able to understand you, or they should understand why you are not able to do something for them. So what do? They create what do adult do? So adult ego, okay, they create image after experiencing the services. Okay, so why adult? So what we have to make sure, all the customers who are in child or parent ego, we have to move them to adult ego. I know it's not easy. It's not rocket. It is not a rocket science, though. It can be done. So why it is important to move any why adult ego is important to keep a customer in, so that they experience your services and they experiences the kind of product that you are giving, and they decide by themselves. Okay, and unlike parent ego, they don't have to look for someone else's experience and decide on or come to any conclusion about any service or product. But yes, and if you have got a customer to an adult phase, you have to give him the correct service the correct product that they are looking for. Now they understand everything that you want to say because they will be ready to listen to you. Okay, so how will we do that? So I have told you what is who all are challenging customer. I also spoke about what is transactional analysis. I also spoke about why adult is important, and we have seen the quality of adult ego, all right, and why it is important to get our customers in adult ego. Okay, so that's very much important. So let me also take you back to a very quick idea, as in some example that might help you to understand whether you can how you can get the result out of any customer who is in you know a child or this parent phase. So I'll give you an example first. Let me just draw something here for you. So here I have two situations. Okay, so when I was young, all right, so when I was young, my sister and I used to fight for, and I think that you all can relate to this example. My sister used to fight with me, okay, and she wanted to watch WWE. Yeah, she really wanted to watch WWE, and I wanted to watch. There was a serial called Gummy Bear, and we used to fight for remote at that point in time, and we used to switch off TVs while fighting. So what used to happen? Okay, so when we were both dealing with we were both in child ego, and when we were in our child ego, so this child interacted with this child, and what was the result? Of course, the result was nothing, because our mom came and she said, switch off the TV and go back to study. Yeah, we didn't get to see movie at that point I mean, our favorite channels and shows at that point in time. So here I have given you another example just now. So whenever a child and child interacts, there is no result. Okay, and whenever a child, whenever a child, let me just make it more clear for you so that you should be able to see it. This is a child, and here I again have my mom was in parent mode. She was actually she's a she's our mom, but she was in parent mode. Why am I saying this? Because she was imposing no's, don'ts to on us. So we didn't get any results here also, because we didn't get to see the result that we wanted. We didn't get to see the serials. Now what happens? My younger sister, okay, what does she do? She comes back and she says, okay, so Sonia, what do we do is you watch Gummy Bear for 20 minutes. Meanwhile, I will play, and I will come back and watch WWE after 20 minutes. Okay, and it was a 20 minutes program only, Gummy Bear. So we agreed to something, and we both got to see the program that we wanted to see, and our mom did not come and stop us, didn't see us fighting, and she didn't stop us from watching our favorite serial. So we did get what we wanted. So I hope this is somehow, my drawing is not that great, at least on paint. So I think that you will at least understand now, whenever child interaction happens, result is nothing. Child parent interaction happen. Result is again nothing. Whenever an adult and child reaction interaction happens, you get some result. And that is what why we are saying that we need to have our customer into adult phase. All right. And how can we do that? All right. So if you see, if you talk about an adult, they always are ready to listen. So this is an acronym of HEAT. HEAT is an acronym, and what I have mentioned here, its full form is H stands for hearing, E stands for empathy, A stands for apology, and stands for taking ownership. So let me quickly explain this to you also, okay, with some examples so that you can relate it and apply it. So till now we understood what is what who all are challenging customers. We understood everyone has three egos. We understood others' ego is very good ego, and that our personality should have. And what we have to make sure is to get our customers to adult ego. And how we can do that is through heat. Okay, so what does this model say? What does this method say? It's nothing, it's a very basic thing that we have to do. And whenever we are dealing with any client, any challenging customer, we have to make sure that we listen to them. Okay, I always replace hearing with listening. Why? Because hearing, it's the um, it's the effortless without focus. You are hearing something, and when you talk about listening, you put your 100%, you put your mind to it, and you listen. Okay, so without mind you only do hearing, with mind you listen. Okay, so you listen to what your customer is saying and then empathize. Okay, empathy means keeping ourselves in someone else's shoe, feeling what the other person is feeling. So there are two parts of it again. First is, don't understand the problem. Okay, and do understand the problem, but don't give importance to the problem, but give importance to the feeling. Okay, so the people who understand the meaning of customer service will understand why am I saying feelings. Okay, so empathy is is something which helps you to understand the feeling of others. Okay, and yes, you will be taking care of the problem, but at the end, but first acknowledge the feel. First acknowledge the feel. Why? Because most of the customers are in child and parent ego. Child, and you will find a lot of customers are in child ego, and that's again feel, felt concept, right? Acknowledge what they are feeling. Tell them, I understand. You want this urgently. I do understand. This is an inconvenience for you. I do understand that it was a delay from our side, and apologize for that then. Okay. The next step is apologize. All right. And listening, empathizing, and apologizing is very important. Why? Because you have to deal with the feeling first, and at the end solve the problem for which the customer or client is upset. Okay, or else if you will not solve this problem, all the emotional things will go in vain. All the emotional care that you have given to the customer will go in vain. Okay, so what we meant here is first deal with the emotional part of the uh, of the challenging customer, and then help with the problem, actual problem. Or let me give you an example. A customer is saying that I my flight is cancelled. Okay, he's saying my flight is cancelled. What does that mean? Okay, so the flight is cancelled, but what is the reason why he was traveling? He might be traveling because there is some emergency at his house, at his home. So that is the reason he might be traveling. So you have to acknowledge that emergency at his home situations feel, and then take care of the delay of the flight. See if you can accommodate him to an early flight. See if you can make sure, or at least nothing, just tell him that this is the time you will get your flight. There are situations at times we can't do anything, all right? So that is very important. Only adults can understand that, only mature ego can understand that there is a problem which is out of our, as in our in the sense the person who is taking care of the customer, it is out of their hands also. So we have to get our customer to adult ego. So by this, we are at the end of our video, and I hope it was a very complex topic. I tried to make it as simple as I can, and I think that you might have learned something out of this video. And of course, do subscribe to my channel. Please like my video if you really like it, and do comment. If you have any question, if you have any feedback, feel free to comment, and I will work on the video quality, and I will also work on my voice quality and the presentation too. So thank you everyone for watching my video.